This segment is brought to you by Geico. Geico, 15 minutes save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you can save. Here to give us some of his NFL storylines to watch as the NFL Combine begins, our analyst, Danny Kanell. Now, this draft class is said to not be as stacked at the QB position, right, like we've seen in recent years, but there are still some guys in this group that could be sleeper picks. Danny, who are 3 quarterbacks that we should be watching for?
All right, Sherry, you're 100% right, too, because there's not that just consensus overall pick. Think Trevor Lawrence or Joe Burrow that everybody's clamoring for, and there's indecision at the top, but there is some value as you go deeper. So that being said, I have Kenny Pickett as my number 1 quarterback, so I'm not going to include him here because I don't think the combine matters that much for him. If I was him, I would just say throw in the tape. So I got 3 other guys that I have my eye on, starting with Matt Corral, the quarterback from Ole Miss. Now, he obviously was hurt in his bowl game against Michigan State, hurt that ankle. So I think this is a really, really important week for him at the combine to showcase not only that he's healthy, but that it hasn't impacted his throwing, that he's back to full speed, that he can go out there and he can make all the throws and go through all the mechanical issues that they're going to want to see. And I also think the interview process is big for him to go through those interview rooms and to blow the scouts away. His system takes a lot of criticism, so show that you're capable of handling an NFL system. So Matt Corral's the first one I have my eyes on. Then I'm going to go to Liberty's Malik Willis. Now, this is an exciting, dynamic player who had an outstanding week at the Senior Bowl. Really blew away a lot of the scouts with his ability to throw in inclement weather because it was cold and rainy in Mobile, but also because of the way the ball came off his hand. We see him running on these highlights. That's what people think of when they think of Malik Willis, but he's more than that. He's got an electric arm that needs to be reined in a little bit because the accuracy has come into play. But he could be a smaller version, shorter version of Josh Allen. Small school, not playing with much talent around him, that tried to do a little bit too much at times, but the upside could be absolutely off the charts. Finally, I'll go to another incredible upside quarterback who for some reason has just been completely flying under the radar despite winning 44 games as a starter. Desmond Ridder at Cincinnati. He's got prototypical NFL size, 6'4", a little bit slight at 207, but you could easily bulk that up. He could run at possible 4.55 in the 40, and he's made all the throws. His system didn't ask him to do a lot. Again, another guy who accuracy could improve somewhat, but if he showcases his arm strength and his versatility, his athleticism at the combine, I think he could be somebody who a team could find real value in the second round. And that to me is where the value is going to be found in this draft. I would not want to be picking any of these quarterbacks in the first round, but in the second or third, I would love to take one of these upside potential guys because the ceiling could be extremely high for some of these.
And we got to make the point here that we have to wait to see Corral throw. According to NFL Network, he will not be throwing in Indy this week, so leaving a little bit there to be desired.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.